Hello. Today we're going to be talking about absolute value equations with no solutions. Okay, so there are equations that are going to give us no solutions. Right here we have the absolute value of x plus 5 equals, it should just be equal, -1. But I have an absolute value equal to a negative number. Absolute value means the distance away from 0. Okay, we cannot have a negative distance. So we can not have a negative distance set equal to an absolute value. Cannot have a negative distance set equal to an absolute value. So this right here, we do the same thing that we would if we were solving any absolute values. First, we need to isolate our equation. Right now, this is isolated, so I don't need to move anything. Since it's already isolated and I can't get rid of anything, if I have that negative number on the other side of the equal sign, I cannot do it because we cannot have a negative distance set equal to absolute value. So this equation right here is a no solution. This is a no solution. Okay? Write that down in your notebook. The next example we have, please make sure you're careful, okay? Because this looks like it's just fine and dandy over here, positive 42. But we have to follow our steps. Step 1 is to isolate your absolute value. So I have this -2 attached here by multiplication, so I need to divide both sides by -2. They cross out, leaving me with the absolute value of 4x plus 6 equals -21. Okay, -21. Normally this is where we break it up into two equations, but we can't because we have an absolute value that's isolated that is set equal to a negative value. Cannot have that. So this solution is also a no solution. Be careful. Make sure you're always isolating first, then seeing if it's no solution. Isolating first, then seeing if it's a no solution. Okay? An example would be this one right here. So the only thing that's changed is now this is a -42, but I also have that -2 on the outside, so I need to isolate first. They cross out. I have the absolute value of 4x plus 6 equals, this is going to be a positive 21. Okay? Since it's a positive number, I follow through with my steps. I'm going to create two equations. And we solve. Subtract 6 on both sides. You get 15. Divide by 4. And I get x equals 15 over 4. Okay, we go to the other side, which this is a negative now. I have 4x. When I subtract 6 on both sides, this time I'm going to get a -27. Divide by 4. X is going to equal -27 over 4. Okay, so my solution is -27 over 4 and 15 over 4. Very, very, very important is that we isolate the absolute value first, then we judge if it is a no solution or if I could break it up into two different equations. So isolate first, then judge. Okay? This slide says which which of the following equations will give you a no solution? So equation 1 will give you a no solution, equation 2 will give you no solution, 3, 4, 5.